He is going to score underneath the sticks. What a statement.
Has it come off his leg? It seems like it has. What a try from Duineveld. Captain taking it in his own hands.
It's a try for the captain.
Try time by October in for the try.
It's Monument in the second half, carried nicely. Try time.
Down the blind side for Otiniqua.
Skitterende voete deur. Hierdie manne van Grey College as hulle opbeweeg na die volgende.
And out of nowhere, try scored by Duineveld.
Oh, he's going to go all the way, will he? In the left-hand corner.
What a run by the feather. Bobby Alexander, that is phenomenal, sir. Spots a gap. Quino on the outside centre.
We're here at the Barloworld Toyota Menlyn North-South Rugby Festival here at Affy's. It's time to kick off the afternoon fixtures. The second teams are done. We get into the first game of the first teams that are bound to play this afternoon. HTS Middelburg up against Duineveld. We saw the second teams in action yesterday. A cracker of a game, end-to-end stuff. Just 1 point in it at the end of the day there for Duineveld. Expecting more of the same this afternoon. Couple more fixtures ahead of us for the afternoon, so please look out for a cracker day. Has been some end-to-end stuff so far. Seen a couple of the teams. It seems the South has taken majority of the victories here at day 2 of this festival. Let's see what the afternoon has in store. We just saw Menlo Park versus the Cherries from Bloemfontein. A convincing victory there in the end by the second team from Grey College in Bloemfontein. Just waiting for those teams just to run out of the tunnel before we kick this one off here. One team's ready, just waiting for the other one. And then we'll kick off this one here. Joining me in commentary, Mzwakhe Nkosi. Mzwakhe, we saw these two teams at it yesterday. Obviously, a bit of a indicator of what to expect here today. It was a very, very tight affair. 1 point in it. Duineveld the victors at the end of it. Plenty to be expected in this game.
Indeed, Lucky, and welcome to all our viewers. Great conditions at which to play on here at the Plus at Affy's. We look forward to HTS Middelburg versus Duineveld.
Teams on the park and just about ready to go. On the ascendancy quite early on, Duineveld.
Stay.
Held up in that tackle there. Referee already wanting to have a word very early on in this game. Obviously, a bit of heightened emotion very early on here. You heard it, quite simple. Penalty was given, unnecessary. Carry on with the game there from the referee. Duineveld with an opportunity to get right in the 22 there of Middelburg. Chance here to see them on their first attack.
No contest. Game all formed!
Here's the more formed. You heard the referee there. Van here for at the back of that as the halfback. There's now a little darting run. Just short of the line, the hooker there, Duplessis. And now goes over the line, and it is certainly try time for Duineveld. We'll see who's going to stand up with that ball there. It's a great start for Duineveld. That line out there, well controlled. Decided to dart for a little run, did Duplessis. And then Achenberg on the other side of that, opting to go the other side for the first try of the game.
Yes, like really disappointed in the contest with Middelburg choosing not to contest, but not really defending that maul really well and allowing the Duineveld forwards to get the ascendancy, and Achenbach that close to the line is very difficult to stop.
Fantastic start and 5 points early on in this encounter here. They certainly are going to set the platform and the tempo for this game here. Middelburg just need to find their feet, just need to gather themselves. Still obviously plenty of time in this game, just 3 minutes in only. Lots still to play for here. That conversion unsuccessful. So Middelburg put under pressure immediately, and the first visit to the 22 for Duineveld comes away with 5 points. Restart here by Hardes Visser. That's a high kick, that one there. Great tester there for Duineveld. Not dealt with, but fortunately for them, a knock on from the side running onto it. We'll see the first scrum of the game.
Lucky we've lamented all morning. We've lamented all morning the inability of our players at this level of the game to take kick receipts, and as a consequence, Duineveld find themselves, albeit their possession, they find themselves having to get out of their own 22 after having dotted down for a try through Achenbach.
Van den Heever, the man that's going to feed this one here. Michael Steyn will be the one controlling it at the back of the scrum. Solid scrum here from both teams. Van den Heever finds Kutzer. Kutzer will not kick the ball out here, and a fumble here by Middelburg. Taken very quickly here by Duineveld. Advantage still being played here. Getting into the thick of things is Loeb Chanel. Referee playing advantage initially just for the knock-on, and then escalated that for a player playing the ball on the floor there at ruck time. So Duineveld find themselves in a privileged position to head straight back into opposition territory.
A comedy of errors for HTS Middelburg, originating from the easy, but what was meant to be an easy collection from the fullback from HTS Middelburg, Francois Potgieter, knocking the ball on, and then the referee judging the HTS Middelburg loose forward to not have been on his feet at the steal, and as a result, they find themselves defending a four-man line-out on the edge of their 22.
Not straight there, but a reprieve for Middelburg.
Not the greatest throw-in by Franco Duplessis. Very good movement at line-out. They'll be really disappointed. Ruben, or rather Vian Kutsia, disappointed in a Franco Duplessis throw-in at that line-out. An opportunity wasted by Duineveld.
As you see it. First scrum was nice and solid. Seemed to be in a bit of the ascendancy there, Duineveld. Let's see now how they deal with this scrum here. And it's a huge shove there by Duineveld. Happy to keep it as Middelburg's ball, the referee.
A whole lot of chest pumping there from Duineveld. The front row of Van Blerk, Du Plessis and Nachenbach, assisted by Kutsa and Verdoes, have been really prominent in these two set pieces, and the HTS Middelburg under the Kosh early doors in this game.
Again there, that under pressure was the half back there, Jonathan Durham. Big high fives there that you mentioned, Mzwaki. The team is really, really pumped and going. And for the third time, we'll see a scrum in the same position again here.
Some real concern early in this half for the Middelburg pack. The Duineveld pack really asserting their dominance, particularly at set piece time, and really a whole variety of moral victories for this Duineveld pack.
Picked up there by the 8th man. Now the scrum half gets in ball. Cut back there through to the fly half. It's now on to the winger there. Try time given there by the referee. And an excellent move there by Duineveld. Absolutely fantastic. Opperman will be the man awarded the try. But have a look in the replay. The fly half there, Alvena Kutsia. It was taken by Blanche in the first receiver role. But you'll see the cutback here. Mzwake, talk us through that.
Great try, a good decoy there by the 13 in behind to Kotza. Kotza, well-timed pass to the number 14, Skalk Opperman, and a tight finish with very little room to maneuver, but he dots it down nonetheless. And that's a magnificent set-piece play from the training ground.
Did absolutely fantastic there. 4 players converging on him at the end there. Skalk Opperman had to do some ducking and diving, but a brilliant move by the men from Duineveld. And again, a very difficult kick there for Alvane. So very early on here, couple of visits into the opposition 22 and walking away with 10 points so far in this game. They seem to be playing the right type of rugby in the right places. The tempo is very high from Duineveld as well.
Like, you're really impressed with the start from Duineveld. They've had purpose, they've had aggression at set piece, they've had the intent to really go forward against this HTS Middelburg side, and Alvin Kotze being at the center of it, along with Achenbach in the pack.
Again,
Outside.
not gathered there. The restart ball is outside.
Balls out, balls out. Ball was out, balls out.
Thumping run there by Achenbach.
Stay. Use it.
Comes now for Kotze. Kotze happy to interplay with a couple of the forwards there, but Ruben Verdoes taken right back. Here's Kotze again. Full of running is this fly half. They're still inside their 22.
Yes, voorbij die bal.
It's the second time the referee has had to talk to Oerendal from Middelburg. A little bit overzealous when it comes to those contact and ruck situations.
One wonders whether the number 6 from Middelburg was incurred the wrath of the referee, Francois Oerendal, who's incurred the wrath twice. Probably should have shown a whole lot more patience at that breakdown and after providing some reprieve for the Duineveld side.
Agnes Visser there set the platform for his team. And after a little bit of ping pong, it will be Duineveld put in.
Lucky, it's a very apparent and clear as well as audible that this Duineveld team are really up for this game, and they're really charged up. One can hear in the banter and the chest thumping that is going on in the field that they're really up for this game, and the scoreline suggests as such.
Crouch!
So far so good here for Duineveld.
Bind.
And an early engage, rightly so. Referee awarding that one. They're quickly taken here by the scrum half, Jonathan Durham. Bundled, coupled into touch there, almost by the two men. Here come now HTS Middelburg, just over the halfway.
Tackle vanaf wegrol. Weg van die bal afrol. Nommer 5.
Very quickly now, 2 penalties in a row here. Duineveld haven't seen themselves in this position before. Middelburg will be happy to get out of their half and even closer to the opposition. 22 with this penalty kick.
The referee, Mr. MC Bartman, setting his stall early, ensuring that there's discipline in the breakdown, and really drawing a line in the sand early doors in this game, ensuring that both teams, Duineveld and HTS Middelburg, really keep their discipline.
Bly julle 10 vir my asseblief. Dis vollyn. Bly jou 10 ook. Nee, bly waar is jy receiver? Okay, bly vir my daar 2 by 2, bly daar.
Full complement line out here for Middelburg. Opting to go with a 6 ball, doesn't go to hand there. Kutsa's in control of the ball now. Off it to Blanche and then to Nel.
Los dit tackler. Los blou. Bly daai kant. Stay.
Digging deep for that ball. Chips it over the top there. Does Van den Heever. Here come Middelburg once again.
Bly. Ja, nee, los terug.
Middelburg via Alwyn Kotze. There's Durham there. Changing sides once again. Ball taken up nicely by Jean-Ray Fock.
Let hom op sy voet. Los sy hande.
Seems to have been a turnover and lost forward in that game there. At the hands there is AJ Visa.
Dangerous tackles om die nek.
Advantage being played here by the referee for a dangerous tackle. Happy to just carry it along is Achenberg.
Liewe tackler. Speel nog die voordeel vir dangerous tackle.
Now it's Van Bleg.
Bly daai kant, bly pillars, bly.
Still a penalty advantage here for Duineveld, but they're happy to run the ball there. And a lovely line being run there by Blanche. So continuing this momentum here. Lovely ball now to the 8th man here from Duineveld.
Advantage, dangerous tackle.
Again, and another advantage here. Michael Stein, the man impeded.
Still advantage for dangerous tackle.
Playing the hands through now. The outside centre, he's still going there, is Loeb Chanel.
Play.
Here's Kutsa now. Fullback getting involved, Jean-Ray Marais. Now the halfback darting through there. Easy as you like. Janus van den Heever will very quickly add the 5 points.
Like a really patient build-up as we see the referee, MC Bartman, having a chat to the HTS Middelburg captain about the string of infringements that they've incurred along the way for dangerous tackle. But having said that, as we have a look at the snipe by the number 9, Janus van der Heever, finding the pillar and post defenders from HTS Middelburg wanting and making that break. But what really impressed me is the patience on attack by Duineveld. Obviously, the catalyst of that break was Blanche with Nel off his shoulder, and then they kept the ball, and with Alvin Kotze really pulling the strings, they showed some real patience to end up underneath the poles, taking the score to 7-0 with a conversion.
Really lovely stuff there from Duineveld. 4 penalties, or rather advantages they had from deep inside their 22, but very happy to continue that ball. That shows a lot of confidence in a team that is well worked and knows exactly what they're up to.
Backwards.
That ball gathering still a problem there, and first to pounce on it was a player from Middelburg. Back onto their own goal line now are Duineveld. They're full of running, aren't they? Here we see a darting run again from Tablanche. She gains vital meters here for Duineveld. Kutsa in the pocket. Almost left that kick a second too long, but finds touch just outside the 22 here.
The number 13 for Duineveld, Lucky Loubsha, now been full of running. Twinkle-toed, beats defenders at will.
The important thing also is his great runs are often supported by his teammates, who have done really nicely. Two-man line out there. Don't see that very often in the 15-man game. Taken forward there by Hardes Visser. Now is Zandermini. Pops it back to Hardes Visser. Opposite number there was trying to get to the ball was Kotze, but unfortunately not supporting his body weight. Tap and go here from Middelburg. Cuts back onto the outside here.
First arriving on his feet.
Ball may well have been stolen here. You heard the referee say first arriving player on his feet. And once again, ball lost here by Middelburg. But here comes the run here from Duineveld. And unfortunately that pass just going forward there. He was looking for the outside man. Guillermo Julie.
An exciting start here, and an impressive start, in fact, an eye-catching start by the centre pairing from Duineveld in Tablanche, and now they've got intent to beat their defenders and intent to really keep the ball alive, and they've got enterprise early days in this clash between HTS Middelburg and Duineveld.
Surprising to see a couple of phases ago Middelburg get a long arm penalty just in front of the post there, and opting to go for a tap and go there, led by Durham.
Bind. Sit. Stop it.
A monstrous scrum there by Duineveld. Ball, however, does come for Middelburg. Pass going backwards there. Someone's got to clean that up. Here come the centres now through Joubert.
Blijf step.
Carries now Wilco Geldenees.
2 knocks. Eerst van blauw af.
Lucky a bit of niggle in this game. It's a bit stop-start as we see it. But I'm making reference to the earlier set piece by HTS Middelburg. Interesting choice of line-out, having a two-man line-out. Reminiscent of Swester Brain in his times coaching the Lions with two-man line-outs and three-man line-outs against the much-vaunted Stormers pack. And as we can see, you know, for in terms of possession, a really good idea for HTS Middelburg, because as it stands, Duineveld at this present time at set piece, at the very least at set piece time, are obviously the dominant pack as it stands.
Bind. Sit. Ball's out.
Ball comes out now for Duineveld. Lovely loop around there by Kotzer again. There's that man, Julie, involved for the first time there. They just need to be careful of those tackles, do Middelburg. Here come the flash runners there. It is now taken up by the loose forwards. Bustle down to ground. Digging for it now is Van den Heever. Kotzer wraps around there for the flanking forward. There's a great little run there. Unfortunately, just happens to lose that ball. Unfortunate there. He looked good for all money in that one there. And I'm sure a massive sigh of relief by Middelburg.
enterprising play, Lucky, there by the backs from Duineveld. In the mix again is that man at Blanche with the offload in the contact. Unfortunately for Skull Kopperman, he couldn't hang on to that. Otherwise, it would have been a very dangerous situation for HTS Middelburg.
Scrum time here again. We've seen Duineveld, how powerful that pack is there. The combination of Van Blerk, Duplessis and Achenberg.
Bind. Sit.
Yeah.
In the turn. Eerst voor en toe, dan draai. Nummer 1. Angle.
Clear as you like there from the referee, although a dominant scrum there on the angle with the guilty parties there, Hannes van Blerk. And an absolutely fantastic kick there, taking them right up to the 5 meter, courtesy of Ardis Visser.
Here's an opportunity, Lucky, for HTS Middelburg. Can they get their set piece right? Interesting to see, though, Lucky, that it's a number 7 who's throwing in the line out, if I'm not mistaken.
Again, going for that 2-man line out option. Goes there to the prop forward, Jean-Ray Flock. Got to be out there. Now it comes. Here is the flanker, Wierendal. Now the hooker.
Advantage around the neck.
Dangerous tackle advantage will be blown here. That's going nowhere slowly, so they'll come back here. Zandermini's body position just not so sharp. There's a tackle and go again, met by a brick wall, was Jonathan Durham.
Balls out.
Good appreciation for the laws there. That flanker, that lock there, Ruben Verdoes. Here comes these sniping runs that we've become so accustomed to so early in this fixture here. Duineveld now on the ascendancy. There's Julie now. He's well wrapped up by his opposite number there, Rinkels Smith. Ball still kept in play, however. Kutzer now. Up and under there, a little bit away that he would have liked. Well met tackle there by Skalke Opperman. Still with Middelburg, however. Kobus Janse van Rensburg.
Step. Play.
Yeah, come Middelburg through their prop forwards. Stolen almost immediately there. And there he is involved again, has Stefan Klint. Bit of a show and go. Now it's going to be a foot race. Loeb Chanel. Try time for Loeb Chanel. Brilliant stuff there. Something from nothing, it must be said. It was the Middelburg guys that had the ball almost in their own half and very quickly turned around.
Fantastic rugby there by Duineveld, showing great enterprise from a turnover possession, a good continuity. Obviously, it's that man again, Loeb Chanel, really instrumental. A quality pass here, well-weighted pass to that man, Loeb Chanel, and he had the gas. He had all the pace in the world to get underneath the post.
Duineveld with the extra 2 will bring the score here to 24 points to 0 on day 2 of the Barloworld Menlyn Toyota North-South Rugby Festival. Been some really good rugby seen here today. Full of running these teams have been throughout the day, and still plenty more rugby to still come here.
I'm afraid, Lucky, it's looking a bit ominous, a quarter into this game. Looking very ominous for this HTS Middelburg side.
That ball didn't go 10 meters, but was played there by one of the players from Duineveld. We'll come back here for a scrum.
disappointing appreciation of the law there by Michael Steyn. It appeared that that ball wouldn't travel 5 meters. Had he left it, it would be a scrum in the middle of the pitch for Duineveld in an advantageous position.
Would have been, but I'm sure he fancied his chances here, considering how well they've been running so far. Unfortunately, just bouncing off his chest and not catching that ball. But Middelburg have struggled with their scrums thus far. Just really need to get that ball a little bit faster in and quicker out.
Set. Play. Ball was out.
Ball is out, says the referee. Ardis Visser looking for a couple of options here. They do come in terms of their wingers there. Ardis Petersen.
Play fall.
Here they come running again. He's really been instrumental, has AJ Visser.
Play.
Kutzer getting his forwards involved here. They've been full of running here.
Tackle.
Achenberger on this occasion. They stick it to this side here. Bit of a show and go and a step there from Jean-Ray Marais.
Ball's out. Ball was out.
Ball is out, says the referee, and full rights onto the ball. So we stop for that knock on.
Big demonstrations there by the scrum off from Duineveld. Janus van der Heever really disappointed with the effort from his forwards, indicating that the ball carrier was by himself and all he's looking for is options to play to, but they weren't forthcoming in that instance.
Yeah, no, 100%. He certainly was not happy about that.
Crouch. Bind. Sit. Play. Yeah, los hem.
Here comes Middelburg.
Advantage. Kan je voorin afspelen met zijn nok? Advantage, backline offside.
Much to the relief of Middelburg, as you see all of them with the hands on heads there. That ball was lost, but fortunately for them, they were all offside, were the backline of Duineveld. Look at the body language here from Middelburg. Heads are down, the walking there, hands on hips. Be interesting to see who's got the captain's armband here, just to get the guys going. They're in a great position here from which to attack from. A good platform here to launch something. But it doesn't seem like anyone's really keen at this point.
Like an opportune time for HTS Middelburg to really have a go. They're probably looking for a full line out to try and form a maul and rumble it over. It's the first time we've seen a full complement line out from HTS Middelburg after those two-man line outs.
Use it, says the referee. And a knock on again for Middelburg. Puts their attacking platform to an abrupt end.
Okay, zelf even kijken.
All things equal, Lucky. This has been a pretty painful period of play by either side, none of which have managed to get any continuity in their game, or rather build a couple of phases to put the defenses, the opposition defense, under any sort of pressure as things stand.
That's all really been a personal mistake, personal handling errors, not so much pressure from the opposition. So something that they're really going to need to fix and focus on, both these sides here, if they are going to ascend in this game.
Play.
Another solid scrum here by Duineveld. Van den Heever on the ball for Kutzer now. Lovely little handoff there. Another one looking for some support runners. It does come. But again, an error there. Perhaps gifting. Yeah, gifting a penalty there to Middelburg. They had lost the ball but decided to go back into the contact. No clear release there, says the referee.
Brilliant
It's that
break
continuation that you were talking about.
And it's a brilliant break there by Alvin Kotze. He's taken his man on, putting an inside ball into the scrum of Jonas van der Heever. And then the option taking, bizarre in trying to kick the ball. Perhaps better served to retain possession, build another phase, get some continuity going in the game. But alas, it wasn't to be.
Let's see if the small can go in favor of Middelburg again. It's Anvel Viljoen with the throw. It's just another knock on.
The HTS Middelburg set piece under immense pressure. They've taken a beating at scrum time. They struggled to retain any sort of position from the line out or use it as a platform to attack. And as a consequence, they just keep pawning the ball away to Duineveld, who find themselves in a scrum position on the 10 with their backs lined up on the right. Perhaps we shall see a training ground move.
Alvin Kutze doesn't seem to be afraid yet. He's been in a good nick so far. Another good scrum. Here's Kutze now. Doubles up there. Doubled up there for Blanche. Unfortunately, that ball again not sticking. And it's difficult to build continuity if momentum for both teams is stopped. Like we said, with them only themselves to blame, really.
Yes, like a perfect attacking platform for the Duineveld backs. Quality passing from Alvin Kotze, but unfortunately the hands of the number 15, Chandra Marais, letting him down. And as surprised as what we are that he dropped that one cold.
Right, let's see what Middelburg have in store here. First job for them is to secure the scrum. Been very powerful from that front row of Duineveld. Quickly out is that ball. Here comes a little loop around. Ball still available here for HTS Middelburg. Tempted carry here by Viljoen. Now it comes here for the short side. There comes the winger there, shows a clean pair of heels, breaks through the tackle. It'll be the first 5-pointer here. Frandre Pieterse.
Quite against the run of play is that score from HTS Middelburg. Frandre Pieterse showing some good strength to break that tackle and showing a good pair of heels to get through and score underneath the poles.
Yeah, we just see here in the replay, all of a sudden we've got straight running, ball in hand rather, and breaking that tackle there. This is what we wanted to see a little bit earlier on.
Perhaps lucky that score, along with that conversion, is the catalyst that is going to reinvigorate this HTS Middelburg team, who've looked, in terms of body language, pretty poor.
Certainly have so, and credit again to Hardest Visser there in that situation. He did really, really nicely to hold that ball up there until Frandre had hit a perfect line for him to pass to. So really impressive stuff to see. The horn has gone in the background there, so we will still have a kickoff. The referee happy for us to continue. So at the next stoppage in play, we will see the halftime whistle go.
Backwards of White.
Play here continues on about halfway for Duineveld. Skips Kutze and almost to Blanche as well. Now it's that man, Loeb Chanel. Try scorer there. Dangerous tackle. Penalty advantage for the referee. Here comes Asen Achenberg.
Die voordeel was agtertoe.
Here they come now onto the short side. Back on the inside here for Van den Heever.
General play. Los wit.
Seems that to have been lost there. Middelburg will have the last say of the half, it seems.
Halftyd.
And that will be the halftime whistle here. 24 points against the 7 Duineveld lead. It's been end-to-end here. It's been very messy, to be perfectly honest, with both sides missing a couple of opportunities here. On the ascendancy, however, is Duineveld through Alwyn Kotze, as well as the try there from Loubsha Nel. We'll take a break and we'll see you shortly after this.
Sometimes when I come home, I wonder what I would say to my younger self. Maybe I would say, ungenayonga yona kid inhle okanye ibhadlileyo. Ndakubona intwana ezimiseleyo. Kodwa qina, qhubeka ufunde, qhubeka udlala, qhubeka ukholelwa. Ngenye imini ukukhanya uzokufumana.
Barloworld Toyota Menlyn nou groter en beter. Ons het geskuif, nou oorkant Menlyn Main Pretoria. Jou nommer 1 handelaar vir nuwe en gebruikte motors, dienste en parte. Skakel ons gerus by 012 995 1700.
Half-time score here, 24 points to 7 in favour of Duineveld. They really were the ascendancy in the first half. Bright start from them, full of running. The likes of Alwyn Kotze, Loubsha Nel and Igmont Blanche as well. Struggling to find their feet were Middelburg. Eventually at the end there, getting a nice try there was Frandre Peterson.
Yeah, lucky at the center of the dominance of this Duineveld team has been their set piece play, as we see Achenbach 1 meter from the line, pretty much unstoppable from that range. He scores their first try after a really or well set maul from the Duineveld forwards. And then a quality, a very well executed training ground play, a well timed pass by the number 10 Alvin Kotze, and a brilliant finish by Skal Kopperman in a really small area, and he managed to make do and step in field to dot down for the 5-pointer. And then this quality turnover try by the scrum half, who's been a live wire and very vocal, has Janus van Deventer finding the Duineveld, or rather the HTS Middelburg pillar and post, wanting and exploiting them as such. And then towards the end, a quality run there by the number 11 winger, Frandre Peters, showed some good strength and some good toe to get underneath the post.
You'll see there Middelburg still in their huddle there with their coaching staff, obviously wanting to make sure that mistakes on the first half in particular don't happen again, and they have a positive start to this second half, because we have seen glimpses of what it is that HTS Middelburg can do, but the execution really has been found wanting. On behalf of Duineveld, be similar, more of the same there, just perhaps just rushing a little bit slightly there. He's been impressive in that first half, Alvin Kotze. He really does well to attack the line, and his waiting game is absolutely superb to open up his backline players. Right, Middelburg seem ready to go now, so they will have the kickoff here in this half. Still anybody's game at this stage. 24 points to 7. Dominant scrums we've seen from Duineveld in the first half, so I'm sure Middelburg will want to address that.
Spirited half-time team talks there by the Duineveld coaches. No doubt reading the players the right act and trying to inspire some cohesion and some aggression from the HTS Middelburg players, rather, should I say, after what was quite a disappointing half for them.
Well, we'll wait and see if that halftime talker would have helped. Second half about to kick off. I see Enrich Ace, the replacement hooker, has made his way onto the field. Hopefully he'll be able to stabilize in those scrums. Again, there we see nobody claiming the restart, so we'll be right back into these scrums again. First put in will be they've opted for the line out, rather. Referee did give them the option there of whether to scrum for that knock on, and ball had gone out after that. They've chosen that short man line out that they've used throughout the entire game. Rising nice and high there was Wilco Geldenays. Here it comes now for the backs here of Middelburg. This looks promising. He needs support there, does Joubert. It comes in the form of Esterhuizen. Pick up and carry there by the new man Ace. Goes to his left hand side, does Durham. Darting and going there. Here come Middelburg. Rumbling through there. They come into the 5-meter line here. Ball presented well. Has a look there. Good tackle, but nonetheless, a first-time score there in this half for Middelburg. Tried to stop him, did Vian Kutsia. But he had done enough there to get over the whitewash. Textbook start here after the half they had.
Bullocking run there, as we see from the Duineveld men, beating 1 or 2 defenders, making it 3 defenders. The referee probably would have just caused to look for a dangerous tackle, but great work there from the number 6 from HTS Middelburg in Francois Oudendal. But the number 14, too strong over the line, is Rinke Smith, dotting down for the Middelburg 7 points, or 5 points rather, with the conversion to come. it's very clear, lucky that spirited halftime team talk by the coaches of the HTS Middelburg really coming into effect. And a brilliant start from HTS Middelburg as we see the kick, the conversion being kicked over by Hardus Visser.
Absolutely wonderful stuff. That's 2 wingers on the score sheets for Middelburg. Peterson scoring the first one in the first half, and now by Smith. Wonderful response here by Middelburg. Ringing on a couple of changes here are Middelburg.
Achter die bal, 11.
Good gather here by Christian Duplessis, driven backwards, however.
Advantage offside. Offside. Bal was hy uit nie.
Guilty of just overstepping the line. Not at the last man's feet were Duineveld.
Not a particularly great start from the men from Duineveld, incurring the wrath of the referee. Ill-disciplined, having been penalized a couple of times, and as a result allowing Duineveld or HTS Middelburg to build some ascendancy into this game. And as we see a line out just about on the halfway for the HTS Middelburg men.
There goes, rises nice and high, does Golden Ace.
Weg wit, jy los! Jy los wit! Bye.
Now they're running with confidence, aren't they, Middelburg? Equally matched there to the tackle by Vian Kutze. Here comes the ball now. Skips a couple of players right across here for the try scorer, Frandre Peterson. Hands off to a teammate there, and he is roly-polied out into touch. Keen to keep playing on now. Duineveld, let's see what they have here. They come in the form of Stefan Clint. Straight through the middle now. There's a fantastic run here by Achenberg. That is absolutely superb from Johan Achenberg. Really awesome stuff here. I had to just double check his number before I called it out, because he really did show a very clean pair of heels. Did the tight head prop, I beg your pardon.
Yes, quick throw in there by the back three from Duineveld. A quality line break by the prop Achenbach. John Achenbach showing a clean pair of heels. Couldn't even believe what's in front of him. And he went straight for the try line. One can even see the jubilation amongst the coaches. That story was going to stay with Johan Achenbach for a very, very long time. Perhaps that run, albeit 20 meters, will increase every year to 60 meters.
Absolutely brilliant. I couldn't believe his luck as he broke through that line there. But a good resilience from him, and a 5-pointer thoroughly deserved by him, because he really was a stalwart in that first half and put in the yards.
Quick thinking there, Lucky, by the Duineveld back three, taking the line out quickly, increasing the tempo of the game as we watch Alvin Kotze, who's been an integral part of this Duineveld team and its dominance this far. So quick thinking by the back three, playing quickly, not allowing the HTS Middelburg force to set and getting play amongst going and really getting some continuity in play, because that's really what's been short in this game at this current time.
Restart here for HTS Middelburg.
Backwards off blue, play on.
No one regathering there on the ascendancy now are Middelburg. Let's see what they can do. Are they able to hit back tackle, says the referee. Comes here now through the back line, Esterhuizen. He's thumped onto the floor, but advantage being played here by the referee. Happy for the moment to continue. Here they come here. Passing through there was Hardus Visser.
Play. Still advantage.
Still being carried here. Penalty advantage being played still by the referee. Here come the big men with the carries. Edging a little bit closer there to the line.
Wegtackler. Play.
Giving it some airtime now. Andre Visser tried to look for the inside, but going nowhere. Slowly they were. So they will come back here. Seems that the referee want to have a chat to his assistant here.
Quite unfortunate, Lucky, as we see the replay. Nell might have picked him up, but I don't think there was any harm in that. And perhaps just a penalty sanction is just all that is needed.
Okay, so twee gevaarlijke tackle, een van 12 wat
Yeah, I think that was just confirming with the assistant there to ensure that they saw the same thing.
A theme of this game, Lucky, is that both teams have erred on the side of danger, perhaps, in terms of the dangerous tackles. We saw Duineveld, or we saw rather HTS Middelburg being pinged 4 times for dangerous tackles, and now in the same sequence, HTS Middelburg being pinged twice for dangerous tackles.
Quickly taken here by Middelburg. Swings one right to the outside here. It's a try scorer there, Frandre Petersen, unfortunately losing it forward.
Play.
Duineveld still under
Play.
the hammer here. Need to clear their lines. Come through now by Hannes van Blerk.
Play. Voer voorbij vir die nok.
Vantage is over, says the referee, and as he says that, the Duineveld winger there is bundled into touch.
Happy, Jared?
Pretty average piece of play by the number 14 there, or the number 11 rather, Jalomo Judy, just getting bundled into touch in a rather dangerous area of the field for HTS, or for rather for Duineveld in their 22, gifting Duineveld, HTS Middelburg, a really good set piece line.
Geldenhuys has been on the top draw there in terms of those lineouts there, and a wayward pass going to absolutely nobody there for Middelburg.
Yeah.
Coach's killer are those errors, Lucky, after having worked so hard to get a turnover, having worked so hard to put Duineveld under pressure, and then to relieve the pressure valve and give Duineveld some reprieve from the pressure that they've just felt, particularly from the referee as well. That's really a coach killer, as we expect Alvin Kotze and his quality backs to Blanche and now to really unleash themselves onto this HTS Middelburg backline.
Arno die spasie. Bind. Sit. Bly 9.
A pick up here for Duineveld. Now here it comes onto the reserve winger that's made his way onto the park, Shamara de Klerk. We saw him playing yesterday for the second team. He's elusive. Must do better to stay on their feet there. Duineveld, half back, a bit slow to get into that ball there. Now it comes here for Kotze. Kotze there, well weighted there for the big man Hannes van Blerk. Ripped, however, in the tackle there by Hardes Visser. Bit messy at the moment. Advantage being played here by Mr. Bartman.
13 voor die skopper. Geen voordeel nie. Wegrol van die bal af. Weg van die bal afrol.
Thought we're going to see another one of the front rowers make a clean break for it for the trial, and unfortunately stopped in his tracks. Hannes van Berg and Hardes Visser, the man to have ripped that ball out there. Well done by him. Unfortunately, his team unable to just hang on to that ball there. Advantage was being played, however. So chance here now for them to kick themselves into a better territorial position. And is a really lovely kick just outside the 5-meter line there.
het gewag dat iets moet gebeur daar. Ek het gesien jy wag vir hom.
He's done well throwing in the line out. Has the flanker there for Middelburg. And equally so, Geldenays.
Options kan op lyn staan. Daar's Cappy.
Easy to rise to that ball there, but it will be a scrum in favor of Duineveld, and no surprising the option taken there.
Lucky the front rowers for Duineveld in Van Blerk and Achenbach have really been industrious in this game. Barnstorming runs, quality set piece, really good on defense. They've been industrious in
Maak
this
seker
game.
julle ouens wat chase is agter die bal vir my asseblief. Okay, net vir my 'n bietjie terug. Geef my 'n bietjie vorentoe. Dankie. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Another solid scrum here by Duineveld.
Ball's out.
Ball is out, says the referee. And well done there.
Bly.
Michael Steyn offering
Use it.
protection there for Van den Heever.
Bly.
Been very busy this tight five at this game here, and they continue to do so through Van Blerk.
Kyk los hou jy's af. Bly.
Here comes Visa there, but unfortunately
Daar's jou merk op die 5 meter, op die 5 meter.
held there was Duineveld. Silly there by them. It had looked very positive thus far in putting together a couple of phases. Van Blerk just receiving some attention on the far side of the screen there.
Vir besering, hy's deel van die lyn. Happy. Ja,
Jersey number 17 to a loud applause, making his way onto the field. Retrieve Gobla will be on the park in the place of Van Blerk as he receives some attention. The reserve hooker still down for Middelburg.
Seker jy bly net vir op die lyn asseblief.
Eric Ace.
Okay, ag, jy's receiver, nee. Jy's receiver. Okay, dankie.
There was that run that he made a little bit earlier there, busting through.
Bly.
Here comes a
Advantage.
Mauler option
Like
here.
sack, number 3.
Number 3, the guilty party.
Step.
For second here, and they're
Still
going to try
advantage.
bustle their way over on Middelburg.
Bly los, body. Kyk, tackle, leave it white. Speel advantage
Comes
vir 3.
the ball now. There's a bit of a wrap around there. The ball was missed,
Number 3.
but
collapse.
referee
Oh.
was playing at the advantage against Joanne Achenberg for collapsing that
Number 3.
ball. We've seen them tap in these positions before, and they do so now.
Advantage, dangerous
Coming
tackle,
via
7.
Ardis Visser, another penalty advantage here. They really need to be careful here. Stopped just on the line by Alvin Kutzer. Bit of a show and go inside a ball there, and it does look like Jean-Ray Flock is going to be the man that stands up with that 5-pointer there.
Praat met nommer 7.
And just repeated ill discipline from Duineveld, their upteenth penalty on their try line.
Yeah, lucky. Sustained period of play and a period of pressure there by the men from HTS Middelburg in terms of the maul, forcing the Duineveld players to infringe. I'm surprised that the referee, MC Bartman, hasn't pulled out his card, perhaps after having warned them a couple of times of a dangerous tackle, which has been a theme, a recurring theme throughout this game for both teams, in fact.
Certainly so. I think he was just on the edge of his patience there. Had it not been for Flock getting over the whitewash, I'm sure we would have seen a card coming out. But Ardis Visser adds the extra points And now it really is game on here, all to play for 52 minutes in at the Barloworld Toyota Menlyn North-South Festival here at Afrikaanse Seunshoërskool in Pretoria. Some mouth-watering clashes still to follow throughout the afternoon. Do make sure that you do get in touch with us on all sorts of social media platforms. I saw a little bit earlier there, Mzwake, you said you had gone to Loftus Park. There's a big screen at the mall there. Plenty of supporters and parents that have come out, obviously unable to support physically here in the stadium due to COVID regulations, but lovely to have seen them out there.
Yes, Lucky. Great opportunity, and obviously this YouTube channel as well as the DSTV online channel, channel 246, a great way for the general public to access these games without perhaps coming here physically. Obviously, these games and tournaments and festivals can take place under the limitations of the COVID regulations.
We'll see who got to that ball last year. Was a bit of a fumble there.
First on feet. Play on.
Does come out now for Middelburg. A little bit of ascendance here. That try gave them a little bit of confidence here. They've been on the front foot the last couple of minutes here. Alvena Kotze losing out to that battle off his feet, says the referee. Now let's see what Harris Visser can conjure up here. Overcooked it. And that advantage immediately lost there by Middelburg. But certainly been positive from them the last couple of minutes here. Been very quiet, Duineveld, if we're to be frank, since that bustling run there of Achenberg.
Yes, Lucky. The HTS Middelburg players and this team as a whole have got their tails up, and that try was a catalyst that reinvigorated their play. They really fired up for this play.
Yeah, we see now a little wraparound there with Kutza taking it wider on the outside there for Jean-Ray Marais. Fumble there by Alvain. And I guess lots of pressure here now starting to make its way into the faces of Duineveld.
Yes, Lucky, one only wonders where this type of performance and this type of spirited aggression was from the HTS Middelburg team. As scores stand, it's 29-21, and it's really game on. And as one can see, there you go. There goes the number 10, who's been an integral part of the Duineveld team, Alvin Kotze, being shown a yellow card for really poor ill discipline and having been reprimanded a number of times.
Highly, highly unnecessary and a crucial play in terms of the attack formation here of Duineveld. But Mr. Bartman had enough there. Totally unnecessary. The whistle had gone, as you see here, and just giving him a palm print in the face, resulting in him going to sit out for a 5-minute period. We see a couple more changes making their way on to the park here. Ronald Pata. Ronald Pata there making his way onto the park.
Okay, let's go. Wat julle nommers, gents? 7, dankie. Bly julle net 10 asseblief.
Full line-out compliment here. I'm sure it's that man Geldenhuys. Yep. Unable to see him there. It is lost forward. Advantage will continue here for Duineveld. Nice carry.
Use it, jy's uit, bal's uit.
He's having to do good clean-up work there, Loeb Chanel. Trying his best to hold him up in the tackle. Hardest Visser. Show and go. Show and go there by Retrieve Robla. And there he is. No pillar defense there. Can he conjure up something? He is desperately looking for support. It comes now in the form of Michael Steyn amongst others. Advantage here being played. Bit of a stretch going on this attack here. Oh, a little inside ball. That was really cheeky there. Franco Duplessis, the recipient there from Van den Heever. Van den Heever again. Now cutting back here for Tablanche. It's a new man on the park here. Shamara de Klerk makes a couple of valuable meters.
Use it.
Stays right again. Advantage is still being played. The new men on the field here. Malan Geldenays.
Stil. Jy het tog geen voordeel. Speel die voordeel. Bly.
Really slows that ball down. Very slow in coming out. Here come the big men here. Ruben Verdoes. Now, space there and a try.
Lost forward. No advantage.
Lost forward, unfortunately.
Playing the ball down.
They will come back for the advantage.
Cynical.
Thought he was in for all money there, Jean-Ray Marais.
Lucky that is a really lost opportunity for the men from Duineveld. One could have suspected an obstruction there, but perhaps the rugby justice with the number 15 from Duineveld knocking the ball on in Jean-Ray Marais. Having said that, the HTS Middelburg players would be really disappointed to concede a try or concede a score really short, with the fact that one player from the Duineveld team has been sent off, the talisman Alvin Kotze.
As you say that, we've just seen another yellow card being dished out there. LJ Moll, cynical play there on the line, adjudicated the referee, and the man that assisted in ensuring that the try doesn't happen is still down on the park here. Just over 10 more minutes here, folks. It's 29 points to 21. Still all to play for here at the Barloworld Menlyn Toyota North-South Rugby Festival. Great start by Duineveld in the first half. We're really showing them up, and then a necessary team talk at halftime ensured that Middelburg came out guns blazing. They were the first ones to score and really have been on the front foot in ascendancy ever since. First time now we're seeing Duineveld deep in opposition territory here. Van den Heever just jebbing that ball out there. Obviously Alvin Kotze still out on his yellow card. So at first receiver is Jean-Ray Marais at this point. Let's see if they're able to get onto the score sheet here. Here comes that maul. It is rolling that ball, rolling that maul, and dotted down there. Try time for the hooker. Wonderful stuff there by Franco Duplessis.
Ill discipline really letting the men from Middelburg down after having played against 14 men. They then conceded penalties, which then incurred the wrath of the referee, MC Bartman, who then gave the yellow card to AG Moll, which made them quite weak at the Moll defense. And as a consequence, the pack from Duineveld have really put in a quality shift this afternoon, Lucky, which enabled Franco Duplessis to dot over from that well-set Moll.
Taking over the kicking duties will be Janus van den Heever. In the absence of Alvin Kotze. Still got a little bit more time to reset there. Does Van den Heever. Unsuccessful there, Van den Heever, but manages through his team to extend the lead by about 13 points there. 34 points to 21. Keen to get going with it immediately are Middelburg. Well gathered there by Milan Geldenays. And a
First running on his
penalty
feet.
going the way of Middelburg. Quickly taken there by the
Advantage, late
backline
tap.
players here.
Shoulder. Moenie sy bene tel nie.
Again now advantage being played here. Discipline really an issue for
Step.
both these sides in the last 10
Bly
minutes or so.
terug.
Desperate stuff here.
Dis by die voordeel.
Here comes it, the try scorer here, Jean-Ray Flock.
Hy kon speel, geen voordeel nie. 9.
MC Bartman, the referee, doing his utmost best to really coach the players and really maintain discipline, but to no avail, and they're really forcing his hand in this last 8 minutes of this game.
Now here's a bit of a show and go. Ball back on the in the inside there for the reserve
Back three.
hooker there,
Stay.
Erica Ace. Come now to the left hand side. It's a wide ball there.
Backwards off
Bit of a fumble, but referee happy that it went
Knock
back. Messy stuff here now. Knock on being played.
Advantage over.
Here comes Duineveld.
Gebruik hom nou vir my. Gaan nie heeldag so staan nie.
Did you hear the ref there?
Not a bad tactic there by the Duineveld men.
He just huddled him.
Ons gaan nie heeldag so wag nie. Julle die bal gebruik nie. Anders gaan ons tyd verby hardloop as speel ons nie die game nie.
Not a bad tactic, not engaging in the maul, so therefore the maul cannot be formed.
Yes.
But as you heard the ref clearly there saying we cannot operate in that manner for the whole game, otherwise we'll just be there until the end of the whistle. Quite a smart tactic by the men from Duineveld.
Slot.
Very, very sharp. Very, very sharp there.
Slot. Jy moet net slot toe skuif.
Lock is needed. If you remember,
val dan net uit.
LJ Maul is still off for his infringement on his defensive line, resulting in a yellow card.
Obviously, like at schoolboy level, the scrums have to be equal. So Duineveld then lose a forward who has to then go into the backs. So that even for safety reasons, the scrum has equal numbers.
Bind. Sit.
So both teams without an eighth man for this scrum here. Struggling to get it out, but they're now taken quickly here by Middelburg. They're really keen to get live going. Centers have been busy all afternoon. They're desperate stuff here from Duineveld.
15 tel die bene op.
Very important for them to maintain discipline. Now let's see, bit of a chip and chase, but again, a whistle being blown here.
Loud shrill there of the whistle by the referee, Mr. Bartman. It looks as if now Duineveld have lost both first receivers in Alvin Kotze as well as Jean-Ray Murray.
Right, back to the live action here. Play continues. Ball is out here.
Blou die bal, los je hande wit. Step, step, step.
Flock.
Kan los
He
wit.
goes nowhere. Ace. Ball is swung wildly across there, almost isolated other players here. Let's see now, it's that eighth man. Ball bounces onto the back there, and player number 15 there for Middelburg. But he just needs to chat to his assistant here. It seems Mzwake, there was a player with a white shirt on being held and unable to execute a tackle. We'll see what the AR says.
There we see a collaboration between the referee, the assistant referee, Glenn Water, as well as...
Kijk, die tackle, dankie. Hier is die merk. Die tackle.
And the right decision made here. Obviously, we've got the courtesy of the screen and a couple of a multitude of camera angles, but good work by the referee's assistant there. There you see it. Well worked on to the outsides here. As we see that ball, there it is. There's the early tackle. The guilty man, the center there from Middelburg, De Beer Esterhuizen. Back to the action here now. Alvin Kotze back onto the field after his yellow card. Good carry there by Ruben de Duers. There, the ball giving some wings now. There comes that man again. Now it's with the winger there. He's going to make his way across the whitewash. Julie. Wonderful stuff there by him. And as easy as you like. It's amazing. He's been on the park 20 seconds, Kutsan, back onto the whitewash. Duineveld.
Pity about his indiscretion and ill discipline earlier on. But look at the direction at which he gives us backline from Duineveld. But there's that man again, Lobsha now putting the wing Jalomo Julie away. He's been a sterling player for this team, for this Duineveld team. Has both Alvin Kotze as well as Lobsha now integrally involved in all tries for this Duineveld team.
Certainly so, and definitely a couple of those players in consideration for the wintergreen man of the match.
As we see there, Stefan Clint, who's been in the dark room of this Duineveld team. He's had a couple of turnovers that he's had, a couple of barnstorming runs that he's had, and as such is well deserving of this wintergreen man of the match award for the day today.
Kutza unable to execute his kick there. The score does remain at 39 points to the 21 that of Middelburg. Heading into the last minute here. I think we've got all the players back onto the field now. We've had quite a multitude of them. You heard the referee shouting, stop, stop, stop. The Middelburg players all in front of the kicker there.
Yet again, Lucky, the referee doing his utmost best, to really give the players warning and coach them into not infringing, but to no avail, and they've left him no choice but to give a loud shrill of his whistle this afternoon. And this game, as high scoring as it is, has been littered with instances of ill discipline on either side.
Really has been, and I'm sure will be a talking point amongst the coaches back in the coaching room as they prepare for the next couple of days. Remember, tomorrow we get the day off, and so do the players. Will be back here on Friday and Saturday. Do make sure you join us. Here come now Duineveld onto the opposite wing. De Klerk there.
Contract's good, play it.
Very messy, even very late in this game. Now, let's see if they can have one last dart. Lovely little offload there to his partner for Middelburg. Should be careful not to be isolated there, that player. I'll be quiet next time, but player is isolated indeed, and that man of the match, Stefan Clint, he was a man over that ball. And there'll be a daring attempt here, 50 meters plus for Kutze to have a shot at goal here, and we'll have the last say of this encounter.
One must commend Lucky, the spirit from the bench of Duineveld, the reserves as well as the second team players who've been behind their team amidst the lack of support. They've been full voice this afternoon, and credit is due to them.
Slight wind in his favor here, Kutze, as we see those flags. Still will be a monstrous kick. Just falling short of the upright. Opportunity here for Middelburg, I guess, to have one last go at it. Ball is kept here on the short side. Does stay inside? No, says the referee. That foot is in touch and may well see the end of this fixture.
Lucky, what a thrilling fixture. It started off very ominous for the men from HTS Middelburg, but a spirited fight back to come to 28-21, but they just didn't have the legs to finish it off. And there we have the final score, 39-21 in favor of the men from Duineveld.
Certainly awesome stuff here. Don't go away, folks. Still plenty of rugby here to go. But from Mzwaki and myself, it's bye for now.